September the 2nd, 2019. The second day of September that we had said that we had never seen before, and we're here to talk about Kevin Hart's accident and the update on the Hurricane Dorian. But first, we're going to have to take a look at Kevin Hart's accident that was about on Saturday night, probably, that we saw. Kevin Hart has been injured at a bad car accident, and he was seriously injured. He hurt his back, and I gotta say for him, it was a scary moment for Kevin Hart. But I don't know. I feel kind of shocked. Because what has happened to Kevin Hart. I mean, it seems to look like it really shocks to other people. Accidents happen every time. So we're going to take a look on what Kevin Hart is, what the update has been, and just what is going on. But unbelievable, man. And it says for this in celebrities right now, right? Okay, the economy of Kevin Hart suffered major back injuries in a car accident early Sunday morning in California. The state's highway patrol confirms reports CBS Los Angeles. A man identified as Joe Black was driving both the night school star and pastor Rebecca Bosselman in the star's 1970 Panama Barbara color in Calabasas, California, when the accident occurred. Black was turning for a wall in the city when he lost control of the vehicle, sending it off the street and tumbling down in a unbreakable environment, reports CBS LA. Black and Bostelman were trapping in the car, but Hart was able to leave the scene of the crash and get back on attention at his nearby home. He and the driver were then transported to a nearby hospital. Both Hart and the driver suffered major back injuries. The California Highway Patrol said Bostelman told authorities she was in pain but sought out her own act, according to CHP report of the collision. The reports listed her injuries as mild. Okay, so the driver was not under the influence of alcohol at the time of the early morning collision, CBS LA reports. CBS LA reporting Gray Mills tweeted a video of the street while he and Hart's car was involved in the accident. The video shows skip marks on the road. Hart has not commented on the incident on social media. His last post on Instagram was in the veins of him jumping into a pool with the captain. Being home makes me happy. Enjoying my Lord weekend, people. A representative for the economy has not responded to the request for comment. Stars had taken to social media to wish Hart a speedy recovery. Actor Terry Crews tweeted, "Get well soon, brother." On Sunday afternoon, comedian Jeff Ross also tweeted, "We need Kevin Hart for Will to be okay." Well, still in those streets, apparently that when accidents do happen, and it's kind of scary when you inhale, you lost control, you got injured somebody. So Kevin Hart is serious as injury. He's in the hospital right now. And the bad news is for the concern, and the big news is Kevin Hart will have surgery on his back. I don't know. Okay. Kevin Hart is out of surgery following a late night car crash that left him with major back injuries. Sources tell people that the actor is now in recovery after surgery, which is which is now dealt with his back injuries. TMZ reports Hart is expected to stay in the hospital for a few days as he recovers, according to the outlets. Hart, in the age of 40, was hurt when his vehicle pulmonary barcode rolled off the wall in California early Sunday morning. The actor was a passenger in his car, which dropped fringe of black lost control and crashed through water fringe just before 1 a.m. on Mohawk Highway in Marlboro, and spokesperson for the California Highway Patrol said the blue Crudup crashed about 10 feet off the wall and into a ditch, leaving Black and the economy with major back injuries. TMZ reports on Sunday. Now, Kevin Hart suffered major back injuries in California car crash. According to Black's fiancée Rebecca Bosman, was unharmed, according to E! News. It was also reported that Hart left the scene and headed to his nearby home, but was later treated for his injuries at the local hospital. Photos of the incident obtained by TMZ show the blue car's roof completely crushed by the impact of the crash, with the rest of the vehicle appearing as a manageable wreck with a completely shallow windshield. Authorities told Entertainment Tonight that Black was determined not to be under the influence of alcohol. The night school actor brought himself to Colorado in July as a 40th birthday present, and showing it off on Instagram shortly after making the big purchase nothing had nicknamed it Rich. Hart's famous pals have been sending him well wishes since news of the incident broke, including close friend and Frankre's co-star Dwayne Johnson. The actor posted a shot the two filming the new Jumanji movie series together with the sweet captain. Stop messing with my emotions, brother. We have a lot more laughing to do together. Love you, man. Stay strong, Johnson wrote. I am praying for my friend, Kevin Hart. Please join me at this Nicole Brown tweet. Said, Kevin Hart is still in the hospital. He had a major back injury after the crash. But some people contend they are not, and some people do in the mornings at 1 o'clock at midnight, and then after midnight when the car speed and they get off the wall and they lost control and then crash, Kevin Hart had barely survived the crash. So good news for him that he is okay. Now we're going to turn into the Hurricane Dorian, which we've been told us, and they said it's going to try to hit. It's getting close to the United States. But I always do know that this whole stuff that's going on, it's a making a landfall. It's a Category 5. It had hit the Bahamas, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not over yet. It's not only over yet for Dorian. It says Dorian is threatening to landfall in Carolinas as it slowly moves up coast with diminishing winds and heavy rain. So now we are seeing just before for sure, folks. And I gotta say, the Hurricane Dorian is going to hit the Carolinas. I saw it on the news. It's coming on the Carolinas, just like Hurricane Michael come down there and hit the Carolinas last year. So, but man, what can I say? What can I say, everybody, the people? Paying attention to the storm because that storm, it you never seen before. I mean, we saw this in Yale. The hurricane might hit the canals. And we're tracking the storm right now. We're tracking the storm because some people they want to leave homes. They want to tell people to leave homes. They want to tell people to get off the coast as quick as you can. And when it hits, and when the storm hits, all hell is gonna break loose. And so, I'm paying attention to the storm. I listen very carefully. But you have got to be kidding me. Dorian is going to hit Florida. And here's the latest on Dorian, a major hurricane that could have a major impact on Florida. The Category 4 hurricane has promoted Brevard County officials to begin scheduling humanitarian evacuations. Ever cautious. Dorian has 150 miles per hour winds moving west at 8 miles per hour. Most of Florida in calm and uncensored. Black track shows Dorian skipping Florida's coast. State of emergency declared in Florida. Tropical storms watch issues for east coast of Florida from Deerfield Beach to San Antonio at 11 p.m. Hurricane Dorian is a Category 4 storm with sustained winds at 150 miles per hour. Dorian is moving at 8 p.m. and is still moving west. The eye was 310 miles east of West Palm Beach as of Saturday evening. At 8 p.m., Hurricane Dorian is a Category 4 storm with sustained winds of 150 miles per hour. Dorian is moving at 8 p.m., 8 miles per hour, and still moving west. The eye was 335 miles east of West Palm Beach as of Saturday evening. At 6:30 p.m., Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is warning residents along the state of the Atlantic coast that were not out of the woods yet. He says some forecasts model is still bringing powerful Hurricane Dorian close to even onto the Florida Peninsula, along with life-threatening storms, surge, and hurricane-force winds. DeSantis says that because of the uncensored of Dorian's path, people need to stay vigilant. In his words, Floridians of the East Coast need to be prepared. If you have planned, stick to low plan. If you have made preparations, please do so. The government also says he spoke with President Donald Trump, Congress to provide any help Florida needs. DeSantis spoke about benefiting at the Florida emergency operations since in Tallahassee. Now at 6:20 p.m., authorities in the Bahamas says Hurricane Dorian is set to affect some 33,000 residents and 21,000 homes. Government spokesman Kevin Hart tells the Associated Press that officials also had closed airports in the alternate islands, Grand Bahamas and Venezuela. However, Harris says that the Lebanon International Airport in Nassau will remain open during the passing of Dorian, along with smaller airports in the central and southern Bahamas. So, and we all been told that it's on Wednesday it's going to hit South Carolina after it passed Florida, and then it's going to go sweep all the way back to the Carolinas, and then on Saturday Saturday morning at 2 a.m. it's going to bust out of here. It's going to flew out of here, and there will be no, probably going to be, hopefully, there will be no rain. So that is good news on the Saturday. But the other stuff's going on, the winds, the houses, the winds, the heavy rains, the power lines going to be, the power lines and the houses are going to be down. And you know, remember what happened last year, when Hurricane Michael blew and just, I mean, was the biggest mistake. I mean, if you're in this business, you're going to have the biggest mistake you ever see, you ever made, or staying in your homes. But have the patient paying attention to the storm, because it's going to get closer to Florida, and it's going to head to the Carolinas. So, but no need to worry. Down here in Butner, it's going to be like the wind's going to have 50 miles per hour, and boy, all I had to say this, boy, paying attention to Hurricane Dorian, and I gotta say this, the worst has left to come in the Bahamas. So anyway, everybody in Florida, in the Carolinas, South Carolina, North Carolina, stay safe. And we'll have an update of this tomorrow on Crudup. And be sure to watch it at 5 p.m. every Monday to Friday. And check it out on the video. Like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and check it out on video on the YouTube. This is Crudup. Peace out, everybody. See you tomorrow.